Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive Project Cars. Today, I'm kind of taking a step backwards. I've changed my thinking on what I'm doing with the emblems on the Mercedes, specifically the one on the hood that I'd made black up there, and the one in the back that I had made black as well. You know, after looking at the car, I've decided that the black hood ornament kind of clashes with the chrome grille badge or ornament, if you will. So I had taken off the Mercedes badge from the air cleaner or air engine cover, I should say, because I was going to paint this a different color. But since I'm going to go back to silver, and that's what I'm doing, I'm going silver on the rear, back, and the hood. Reluctantly, but I think it would look best for the car. So I've decided I am not going to paint this a color. However, there's something I've been wanting to try, and that is what I'm going to term as plastic welding. I don't think it's really plastic welding, but we're going to give it a try because I need to reattach this with the little nubs that are left from when I took it off. So I'm going to set you up. We're going to try it. I've never done this before. We're going to see how it works. Okay, I've got everything all set up. What this requires is a soldering gun. It may ruin the tip, I don't know. Some zip ties. This is going to be our solder, if you will. And then I've already put the emblem back in. I've got it taped in just to hold it, but to be honest, it kind of snapped back in anyway. So I don't even know if I really need to weld it down in there, but I'm going to do it anyway just to make sure it doesn't pop out or something crazy doesn't happen. So the plan is, and the reason I'm using zip ties is because I've seen other people do it and it seemed to flow pretty well once it's melted. So we're going to do a quick test to see if indeed it does melt right. And then the whole idea is to melt some plastic into these holes, just enough to secure them in. You don't want to go crazy, just in case, if you're like me and you ever decide you want to take them out and repaint it. So let's do a little test. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a test. I just want to see how this thing melts. By the way, this little soldering iron actually has a temperature gauge on it. It says it's 360 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I can feel the heat a little bit, but let's see how this stuff melts. That's the whole idea behind this. So let's just find out. Wow, it definitely melts it. Huh. Yeah, and it definitely, that's what it did. In doing this little test, and I guess this is the reason why you test, I'm gonna just cut off 3 little pieces to lay down in there and melt them actually while they're inside, as opposed to trying to do this like you do with solder. I just don't think it's gonna work as well. So let me snip off some pieces and then we'll do it on the real piece here. They're that big. So you can see there's not much to them. Again, this is all trial and error for me. I've never done this before, so we'll see. Now it's time to, I guess, grab the real piece. By the way, I got a delivery I think is for the Mercedes. We'll open this at the end if you're curious. I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna lay these in there and melt them. That's the idea. First one I have seems a little bit large. I don't know about the others. Of course, I'm going to melt them. I probably could even just melt the terminals or the ends of these things themselves. I may not even need to do this part, but we're going to do it anyway. So here we go. Again, I don't want to damage anything. You know, this is funny. This soldering iron actually vibrates when you're using it. That's something I've never experienced before. It's actually working pretty good. There are some little webs of plastic coming off. I don't know if I dig that, but whatever. It seems to be melting. Be nice if it flowed, like I said, a little more like solder does, but that's okay. Get these little webs. There's one. That seemed to work pretty good. Try this next one. That's actually working really well. Wow, this might even be a good way to fix cracked plastic. You could go ahead and weld the crack and then sand it down. I think that might work pretty well. Let's do the last one. This one kind of sticks up a little anyway, but that's okay. Actually, it doesn't flow too bad for plastic. I mean, I know it's plastic, right? There you go. Again, we've got some lines, strings of plastic, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, and then I'll show you the finished product, and then we'll open that package over there and see what else is coming for the Mercedes. All right, I am finished. You're gonna have to cut me a little slack. This is my first attempt, so yeah, it doesn't look beautiful or anything, but it's effective. It's supposed to just keep this emblem from coming through, and it's not going to come through, I guarantee you that. So, I'm happy with it. Looks like it came out pretty well. Let's take a look from the front, just to make sure I didn't, damage anything or melt anything. And you can see right there, I did not. It is on. It isn't going to go anywhere, trust me. Now, let's see what this package is. I'm curious. I love these new packages. They just rip right across because it's perforated. Makes it easy. It is something for the Mercedes. It looks like it is a star. Awesome. So this should be the replacement chrome. I know, chrome. The replacement chrome hood badge. I'm assuming. Let's find out. Sure. Oh, well, there's a window in the front. By the way, there's the part number if you happen to be looking for something like this. There you go. Well, let's pull this out, see what it looks like. Awesome. I mean, it's chrome, I know, but I'll get over it. And, oh, this is cool. It's the same setup as far as this stupid connector on here. These things are garbage. They just don't work. I'll be interested to see if this one does. But it has black as the background. Most of the ones I'd seen were blue. So I wasn't really digging that. This is black. I'm very happy about that. Anyway, that'll be a future video. I don't want this to get too long. But we're going to replace the black one with the chrome one. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And let me know what you think about my plastic welding. At least that's what I'm calling it. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about the Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Also, don't forget, click the subscribe button while you're here, too. Thanks for watching. Stay creative out there. Bye.